Morning guys, it's another sweaty, out of breath video, sitting on a bike early in the morning, but I love it. So this morning, we're actually going to carry on the theme of heart health and we're going to talk about blood pressure. So just going to quickly explain the structure of your arteries and how blood pressure is kind of governed by your body. And then what I'm going to do then is I might do another, just to quickly follow on, I'll do another video just saying how high or low blood pressure can actually have the effects on your health. But in this video, I'm actually going to just briefly touch on some supplementation and different chemicals your body produces that help govern your blood pressure, and how exercise can actually benefit that for you. So, blood pressure relates to the pressure inside your arteries, inside your blood vessels, okay? Now, your arteries firstly, so on a diagram they would be the red blood vessels. Your arteries are actually made up of 3 layers, okay? So you've got your outer, your middle, and your inner layer. 3 layers of specialized cells. The outer layer is called your tunica ectoma. Your inner layer is called your tunica media. And then your inside layer, so the middle layer, sorry, is called the tunica media. And then your inner layer is called your tunica intima. Now, blood pressure is controlled by the pressure in your arteries, in your blood vessels, is controlled by receptors. You've got baroreceptors. Baro just means posh word for pressure. You've got pressure receptors in your neck, and you've got other pressure receptors in the main vessel, in the main arch of the vessel that leaves your heart, which is called your aorta. It's called your aortic arch. Don't need to remember all this stuff, guys. I'm not going to be giving out exams, okay? But it's just to put a bit of perspective on it, a bit of visualization on what's going on. So, people are under the perception that your blood pressure stays constant all the time. Well, to effect, it does. It stays between certain brackets of normality. But, excuse me, tickly cough and sweat in my eyes. Your blood pressure changes with every single beat of your heart. Morning. Your blood pressure changes with every single beat of your heart. So whether you're lying down, sitting, standing, flicking through boring stuff on the TV when you should be in the gym, or whether you're driving your car, whether you're cooking in your kitchen, whether you're bending, lifting, carrying, washing in the shower, whatever you do, your heart is beating and your blood pressure changes within certain margins of every beat of your heart. It's called your beat-to-beat pressure, okay? And on average, that usually stays within certain brackets of normality. It's naturally lower at night when you're sleeping because classically 90% of the population, their heart rate drops slightly at night because they're chilled out, they're sleeping. So your blood pressure naturally drops a little bit at night. Those people are known as dippers, by the way, nighttime dippers, because their blood pressure dips at night and then goes back up in the day. Right, one main function of your blood pressure, your bodily function, is to keep the pressure high enough for you as an individual to get blood from your heart 12 inches to your brain. Because if your brain is not getting enough blood, which has got sugar, fat, vitamins and minerals, and oxygen, if your brain is not getting enough blood with those key 3 things in it, then little things can happen, which I'll go into in the next video, okay? So, what happens in blood pressure is your middle layer, that tunica media, governs the stretch compliance, okay? So as every beat of your heart, blood is flying through your vessels, and your blood vessels are quite compliant to stretch to different changes in pressure. So if you imagine with every beat, you've got certain volumes of blood. You've got large volume, little volume, large volume, little volume, yeah? So you've got your systolic and your diastolic, which is the big number / the little number, okay? Classically, blood pressure usually is about 120 to 130 over 80 to 90, okay? So 120 to 130 systolic over 80 to 90 diastolic. That's considered normal. If your blood pressure is not that, don't panic. You're probably fine. If your blood pressure is too low, if your blood pressure is slightly higher, then I'm sure you're fine. As long as you're not symptomatic, which I'm going to go into in the next video, so you're not experiencing symptoms, I'm sure you're fine, don't panic, okay? But that's classically what's considered normal blood pressure. However, when you're trying to ride a bloody spin bike and speak at the same time, and your heart's doing 136 beats per minute, which by the way is changing constantly, then your blood pressure, my blood pressure, is going to be naturally that little bit higher, okay? Because this is known as stressing your body. So, what governs blood pressure? So, like I said, that stretch compliance is governed by quite a potent little chemical. It's governed by a lot of things, but to just keep things simple, a rather potent little chemical called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is produced in the cells in the middle layer, the tubular media, of your arteries. When nitric oxide is released, it makes your arteries more compliant, okay? More compliant to stretch. Now, one of the, if not the best supplement on the market, globally, on the global supplement market, is a product called Niteworks. Look it up, Niteworks, Niteworks. The gentleman who patented the product is called Dr. Louis Ignarro. Dr. Louis Ignarro is one of the pioneering scientists behind discovering the overall benefits. Shit, light's gone off again. Let's wave. No, it's not going back on. Oh. He's one of the pioneering scientists behind discovering the overall benefits of nitric oxide production in your circulatory system. So he then went ahead and developed a product that has been shown in studies at sleep to increase that middle layer's potential to produce more more nitric oxide. This is what fatigue does to you, it makes you say stupid things. So, if your body is naturally producing that slightly higher percentage of nitric oxide, can you see how your body's blood pressure and your body's ability to control its blood pressure becomes therefore more regulated, more controlled, healthier for you, okay? So look that product up, guys. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Let me know what you want to know in videos. I can more or less explain quite a lot of things when it comes to fitness, health, nutrition. But look that product up and we'll speak again. So thanks for watching and I'll speak to you soon.